Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. Yes, I am still uploading for the two people that actually care. Anyways, today, my day, it's been going too well, so I have decided to ruin it. Yes, I have traveled to a pit of despair and idiocy, known as Common Sense Media, to read reviews of Geometry Dash. Now, if you don't really know what I mean by Common Sense Media, it's basically a place where Karens can rate games and give it their own age rating based on the material within the game. However, it's not just Karens telling each other to not let their kid play Doom because of how satanic it is, as there is a kids review section where kids suggest their own age a game should be playable. And this is the formula for an absolute wasteland of a review website. That being said, let's ruin our day together, shall we? And take a headfirst dive into the toxic sludge known as Common Sense Media. To start, we have an anonymous reviewer, and when I say anonymous, I mean I was too lazy to put his name in the screenshot. Anyways, this kid stated an observation that will change the course of humanity's existence entirely. Here's what he says. It's not a math game, but it's okay, unlike Animal Jam. This kid, honestly, just really looking out for the homies in this review, making sure that they don't buy it thinking it's a math game. So I gotta really thank him for that one. And even more, he kind of gives a little bit of a double dip, completely insulting Animal Jam, saying that it's not a good game. And honestly, we need more reviewers like this kid who really know what they are talking about. And thankfully, we do, with our next reviewer saying that this game is a fun, fast-paced game for kids. They will love to play, and this is a very hard game sometimes. I'm a person that comes from video games, and it's almost my life. I'm playing Star Wars Battlefront while writing this review. Dang it, I died. Oops, did I just type that? This game can be very hard and get aggravating and very fun, though, from Car Guy 64. P.S. Very addicting. Me running out of breath reading that aside, this kid, he's a bit of a goofy goober if you ask me, with the classic, did I just say that out loud joke? Except it makes a lot less sense because, well, it was a written review. I also love the fact that they say that they came from video games like freaking Minecraft and Roblox had a child together, which created Gamer Timmy, who is the legend that wrote this review. Although his name really isn't Timmy, as he says in the review that his name is Car Guy 64. So sorry for the slip up there. Also, I find it hilarious that he ends up PS at the end as if he can't just add more text normally. Overall, though, this review is very enlightening. So enlightening, in fact, that I might be able to survive the first spike in Stereo Madness. So thank you, Car Guy 64, for everything. And let me tell you, the crazy reviews don't even end there. We have another kid who says, I like the game. It's great. But the problem of Geometry Dash is raging. I've heard psycho kids rage at Geometry Dash and smash their phones or PC. I did that too, and my phone almost broke. You should avoid that, but it's a great game if you can avoid rage. And even funnier, he gave it the too much violence tag, as you can see below the review. And before saying anything else, I must ask, who gave little Timmy a phone? He literally admitted to smashing it to a point where it almost broke. Bro should not have a phone then at that point. That aside though, I think he really brings out a good point that society needs to represent to a higher degree. The ragers of the world. The ragers are vicious, and if they get their hands on Geometry Dash, who knows what would happen. Anyways, this next review cracks me up. It rates it an 18 plus game and gives it a 1-star review. Why? Well, let's hear what they have to say. This game is an amazing game where you can jump over spikes and make super cool levels. I recommend it to every parent for their children 2 and up. All I can say is that there's like some really conflicting messages here, but I just can't really tell what. Must be crazy. Moving on. From the producers of Mom's iPad, we present a new series called Unknown Rating. Not because I forgot to put it in the screenshot or anything. Here's what critics have to say. After all, many games can be fun, but my favorite has to go to Geometry Dash. What parents should be concerned about? Scariness, safety, and privacy concerns. Raging and swearing. Swearing. Now, many people are very familiar about swearing being a big bad no because you don't want your children to learn about them. However, some level can contain swearing, so be careful. Raging. Raging is a big bad factor when your child plays a game. For example, if you are playing club step and you died at 95%, you would be angry. However, children take it to the extreme. They will throw, break, smash, and do the unbelievable to calm down. So it's best to stick to a game like Mario or Zelda. Scariness. Scariness is one big factor, so it isn't surprising that children would get scared, like Mysteria V2, where there are children with their necks hanging from chains in the background. Safety and privacy concerns. There are hackers that could hack your child's account. Afterwards, once they steal your children's account, if your info is on there, they will steal it and give it to shady scums. That is it. But the game is fun, so it's really good. And the cherry on top, it features 3 tags, easy to play, too much violence, and too much swearing. Now really quick, I do gotta give credit where credit is due. This individual did put a lot of effort into the review, highlighting how fun it is, but also the dangers of it as well. In a decently well-structured, in a well-structured, argumentative, elementary level essay. The good out of the way though, I gotta clown on it a little bit, to start. I must ask, what kind of levels is this kid even playing? Bros out there playing Geometry Dash custom levels where children are being hung. Sure, there are creepy levels, but I haven't played one to that extent. He does make an okay point about swearing, as it can be seen, especially in the recent tab of custom Geometry Dash levels. But besides that, I don't really see the problem like he does. I think it's hilarious, though, that he self-reports on children, saying that they will do unbelievable things when mad, considering that this review was, found in the child section, meaning he's a child. And the privacy concerns I also find quite funny, considering that 1, you don't even need to make an account in the first place, and 2, everything uses logins like that, so it doesn't even make sense that he brings up this point. But it is a fun review though, and I think compared to the other ones, it was genuinely thought out, even though you can tell it's written by a child and it brings up some terrible points that don't make sense. Now, we haven't really featured any parents in this video, so I decided I'd throw in one last bonus quote, except this one's from Amazon, so a different environment, but here is what a parent has to say. Autistic son lost all of his progress. This is a crisis. And then it says, my son lost all of his progress on his Fire 7 and he had done a lot. Not sure how to recover. This is devastating to a boy with autism. Can anyone help? For this review, don't get it twisted. That does suck to lose all of your progress, and I do feel bad, but it's just not relevant, I feel like, to bring up autism. Like, it's a lot worse for him because he's autistic, and it's mind-boggling to me that a parent would give the game a bad review because their children lost their own progress. Anyways, I did have a few other reviews that I could show off, but they're all basically the same. Everyone's mad. It's a rage game. Nobody likes rage games. And when I say nobody, I mean these kids. So I think you guys get the point. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you liked it, please consider subscribing. And that's it. Bye, y'all.